All right. Let's get it. My bad. Fucking this dumbass bitch. You too. I'm not on the right side of this, all right? I got balloons on my feet.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Come on, say, hey.
NFL season, week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
I got that chicken running on. I'm my dog. I got balloons on my feet. I got my dog in the front seat, so they're gonna back and take them down.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I keep asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes.
We here.
Points against you.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah. We here. Nigga. I got some pain that really deep.
Brings up fourth down. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also an offensive line wants to see everyone mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Lurking.
Feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know, take some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Bro,
Had a defender right there with
that nigga don't got deep route knockout.
And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come to a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Like, do that.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go play action. Mayfield.
Oh my God! Is the game serious? Like, the game be fucking killing me, my nigga. Like, who else do this dumbass shit happen to, bro? I don't see shit like this happening to nobody, my nigga. Some goofy ass shit.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they get
That nigga didn't force no incompletion. This nigga just threw the ball, fucking, man. All right, but that shit is goofy, my nigga. Swear to God, that shit is goofy, my nigga.
But fortunately for them, it does not lead to
Well, that tells you about team football. Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, "Hey, let's shut him down."
Why the fuck with the, like, my nigga?
Did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They dial up the corner.
That's some bullshit, my nigga.
To the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
That nigga booted that bitch.
Taken in at the 22. Oh, a heck of a move.
Nigga, you gonna fall or what?
There nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
That's some bullshit, my nigga.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to get the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Another nice play there. They're getting down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
He just punished that nigga.
Great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers...
They just said he had 16 touchdowns. Now he got 19. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, he got 16 rush. 17 rushes.
Fly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Oh, sit him down.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. As he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Again, it's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw in 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. It was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low-man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Rolling to his right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
Oh my God, what is this nigga doing?
Not sure he saw.
Catch the ball, nigga.
But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
What the fuck? Bro, who else do shit like this happen to, my nigga?
Get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong.
Nigga.
Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Catch the ball.
Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers quickly.
A tackle made by Boye Mafe. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, let's see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get everything...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 127 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Mayfield on play action. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what makes this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Pushing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Is this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So nothing new in there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Give him the completion.
This nigga dancing and shit.
But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense is really having its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on first down. Down the left sideline. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first one, Walker. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going right back.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, that nigga just went crazy.
He gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trying the left side, Walker. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. 2nd down and a yard. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught.
Oh.
How about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. CD, it'll go over the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say Partners won 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Nigga.
He is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's in the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Josh Hines-Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Running left is Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Walker with another carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of tickets.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh!
This ball picked up by the offense, but here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. We may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they'll keep leading on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no show.
Yeah.